Hello everyone, this is the Green Snake Gamer playing Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights, Aghast by the Mast. So let's go over to the warp gate, and head over to Smuggler's Cove. We're gonna warp over to Wreck on the Deck Part 3 to continue where we left off. Now go through the door. This leads us to Aghast by the Mast Part 1. Here's the save point if you want to save your game. Now continue heading left. Now you need to be careful on these ships because they are slippery, and if you don't keep moving, you will slide down to the bottom and end up in the water. You also need to be careful of the enemies walking around these ships. As you can see, you slide back down if you're not moving. Don't forget the box of Scooby Snacks here in the center of this ship. Now once you get all the Scooby Snacks on the first ship, you want to get to the top. And then once you're in a good position, you want to jump off and use the umbrella invention to float through this trail of Scooby Snacks to the next ship. Okay, I'm gonna go around this side first to avoid that witch. It's very hard to attack them when they're slanted like that. Now, in the center of this ship is just the soap bubbles. Don't worry about it. Okay, now I'm gonna try to take care of this witch. I need to get a little higher. There we go. Okay, we have one more witch at the top of the ship here. So let's get her out of the way. Now we just need to get in good position so we can float over to the next ship. So take your time getting lined up. You want to make sure you collect these Scooby Snacks. Now you gotta be careful with these two Scooby Snacks at the bottom, since they're very close to the water. Now, at the top of this ship, you can see there's another ship on our left. We need to get over to that ship first. You do not want to drop down yet. Now, to get over to the ship on our left, you need to use this flying fish. Wait for it to get in the middle between both ships, and then use the Super Smash to bounce off of it. Now you need to get on this ship first, because if you fall down, you won't be able to get back up. So you need to come over to this ship first and collect all these Scooby Snacks. Okay, so now we can jump down here. So just jump off the ship. Now be careful of this enemy hiding in this crate. Now just keep heading left. Okay, now go through the door. This leads us to Aghast by the Mast Part 2. Okay, now be careful of these crabs walking around. This is a very tight space. Okay, now continue ahead. Make sure to take care of this witch to get her out of the way. Now there's a switch on our right, so make sure to activate that using the helmet invention. This opens this door. Take care of these enemies here. You can also see there's a monster token on the top. There's also another switch here to activate using the Super Smash invention. Okay, now take care of the witch. Okay, now there's a trick to getting this monster token. What you need to do is just keep jumping against this wall. If you're lucky, you'll get hooked, and then you'll be able to jump up there to collect it. This may take a few tries, bear with me. Okay, almost, I was close. Okay, there we go. So you just need to get hooked on the wall to get a good jump to get up here. So go ahead and collect the monster token. Okay, that's all the Scooby Snacks here, so we can continue back into the room we were in before. Now we can go up. So take care of this caveman, and then go down this ramp. Okay, we have a scuba diver enemy and another caveman at the end. So let's get these guys out of the way. Okay, now this is the hardest section of this area. So you need to be very careful here. As you can see, this platform here sinks into the water. And it makes it even harder by putting these Scooby Snacks just above the water. So you need to be very careful not to fall in. And then these main platforms here are slanted. So you need to be careful where you stand. Okay, now here's where things start to get really tough. You have these platforms that spin as they're sinking into the water. And again, we have the Scooby Snacks that are really close to the water. Now what you need to do is collect as many Scooby Snacks as you can, and just before the platform touches the water, jump to the platforms on the left and the right. The same applies for this one. So collect a few Scooby Snacks and then jump to the left, jump back, collect a few more, and then jump to the platform on the right. Just keep going back and forth until you collect all the Scooby Snacks. Take your time, don't try to rush this. You also want to take care of this flying fish enemy, just to get him out of the way. Okay, now continue heading right. Don't want to fall in the water now, after doing so good. Okay, we need to wait for this platform to come closer to us so we can reach it. Okay, there it is. Now you want to just ride this platform to the other side, but just keep repositioning yourself to collect these Scooby Snacks. So just keep nudging yourself forward a bit. Nice and easy. Okay, this last one all the way on the left is the hardest to get. Okay, there we go. Now we just gotta make it to the end. Okay, now go through the gate. This leads us to Aghast by the Mast Part 3. Okay, this section's a little bit easier. You want to grab these life preservers and use them to swing across through these Scooby Snacks. You just need to be careful of the flying fish, so they don't knock you into the water. So just don't swing too far. Just swing just enough to collect the Scooby Snacks. Now all the way on the left here is a warp gate. Make sure to walk into it to activate it. Now continue up ahead. Now there are two ways to go here. The first way is going up using these life preservers. They gradually get a little bit higher with each one you swing to. Now, all the way at the end here is a snack gate, so pay the 750 Scooby Snacks to unlock it. Now we can go through this door, but I'm not going to go through here yet. Now I'm going to jump down and go the bottom way, which you can just skip to from jumping off right here. Now head left. Now this hole in the ship is a shortcut to the other side. I'll go that way in a minute, but first I'm going to keep heading left. And that's all snacks collected, so this area is now clear. So now we're gonna go through this hole. This leads us to Wreck on the Deck Part 1. Now, here's where that caveman was that we couldn't get up to before. So let's take care of him and collect the last Scooby Snack here. So that's all snacks collected, so this area is now clear as well. So let's head back through this hole. So I'm just gonna head back along these boats to get back to the warp gate. Okay, now I'm gonna warp back to the mystery machine to save my game. This will be the end of Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights, Aghast by the Mast.